Unforgiven 2006 has to be one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever watched as a wrestling fan.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
When you look at this match card on paper, this looks fucking phenomenal. You got DX versus McMahon's in that Hell in a Cell match. It looks fucking phenomenal. You got Johnny Nitro versus Jeff Hardy for the IC title. Wow, sounds great. 17 minutes. Oh, this should be amazing. You got Randy Orton versus Carlito. You know, Carlito may be a little bummer, but like Randy Orton on the card, oh man, this looks phenomenal. And then you watch the pay-per-view and realize this is the biggest sack of shit that you could ever possibly watch. Let's start off with Johnny Nitro versus Jeff Hardy, shall we? This has to be the biggest waste of 17 minutes that I've ever had in my life. I could have been on the phone with my girlfriend. I could have been out hanging with friends. Nah, I was here watching Johnny Nitro put Jeff Hardy in a leg hold for the past 17 minutes. I'm thinking, all right, this is going to be a fast-paced match. It's going to be high-flying. This is going to be a lot of shenanigans, you know, with Melina on the outside. It's going to be cool, right? No, the best you can get is a leg hold, buddy. That's the best that you can get. That's the best. What pissed me off the most about this was, I'm thinking, oh, this might end with a cool-ass swanton bomb. This might end with a Starship Pain. No, Melina hit Jeff Hardy in the dome, in the cabeza, with a fucking boot, and that was it. That was all it took for Johnny Nitro to pin Jeff Hardy. What are we doing? What are we? Why? The next match was Kane versus Umaga, and it sounds fucking great. It sounds like two big monsters are about to beat each other's ass. And before we get into that match, what's this guy's name? Hold on, let me search it up real quick. Armando Alejandro Estrada. That guy, yo, perfect, yo. He's amazing. He's crazy. I was immediately hooked. I've never heard of the, well, no, I've heard of the guy, but I've never heard his stuff. This was a great introduction. He's funny as hell. He's confident on the mic. He just sold Umaga as like the next big threat. This match was boring. It was just punches, kicks. They head to the outside. They start brawling, and they got double counted out. You expecting like, oh, they might go to the backstage and might continue like the brawl.
Wrong.
No, buddy. That's it right there. It just went to commercial. It goes to commercial. That's what happens after that. You get left with confusion and wondering what the fuck is going on. And commentary don't even acknowledge the fact that they just moved on. They didn't even acknowledge it. It's ridiculous. Like the flow and structure of the show is off to a horrible start. Why is this on a pay-per-view? The next match was the fucking cheerleading high school team versus Drew McIntyre's cousins.
What the fuck was the point of this?
I've never heard of the Highlanders in my life, other than scrolling through 2K universe mode and looking at the team names that they have. I thought the Highlanders was just a generic name, just randomly, like a 2K developer was just like, Highlanders sounds like a great tag team name. They're both as boring as The Rock when he gets into PG mode on Raw of Netflix. This tag team match was a whole bunch of bullshit. Nothing happened. The Highlanders didn't show me anything to see why they deserved a tag team title match. They look like a team that could give them that, because nowadays tag teams don't even look like they belong on the same fucking group. Two Irishmen who look like they just finished playing the fucking baguettes. The baguettes, what am I talking? The bagpipes. That's what the baguettes. What are you waffling about? That has to be racist. Yeah, this match was trash. This match was absolutely garbage, bro. Why was the Spirit Squad a thing? Don't get me wrong, they were funny. They were entertaining, but no reason why you should put a title on them. They were trash in the ring. Oh my, talk about boring. Nothing happened in this match. I can't even say any. There was no highlights in this shit. It was just trash. The next match was D-Generation X versus the McMahons. Why was he a part of this? Why was he? Why? I'm looking at the story. I'm looking at the vignettes. I'm looking at the package that they put together. I'm trying to understand why Big Show was a part of this. The fat piece of slob Big Show. This ain't NWO Big Show. This ain't Paul White. This is fucking Big Show in 2006, where he was the most fattest. I think that this was the fattest he's ever been. Looking like Peter Griffin in damn near every Raw episode he was in. Anyways, this match was absolutely dog shit. I was expecting this to actually be fun because, you know, with Hell in a Cell stipulation, you don't actually got to put on a match. You could just beat each other down to a pulp. They beat each other down to a pulp, but it was boring. It was just punches and kicks, and kicking Big Show's nuts. How did we go from Triple H versus Batista the previous year to Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus the McMahons? why is Vince McMahon in a ring? During this match, dude, Vince McMahon pulled down his pants and wanted, I think it was Triple H, to kiss his ass. It didn't end up happening. Then later on in the match, Triple H and Shawn Michaels had him cornered. This was like at the end of the match. Triple H and Shawn Michaels had him cornered. They went to the Big Show, who he had his nuts kicked earlier. They pulled down his pants, revealed his big fat white ass, and put Vince McMahon's head in between his colon and started just motorboating the hell out them big fat cheeks.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Why is Big Show a part of this? That's what's pissing me off the most about it. What is his, he was the ECW champion at this time, by the way. What was the point of his involvement? What was the point, bro? What was the point? We bring DX back for this bullshit. Are you kidding me? Absolutely garbage. Next up, we got Lita versus Trish Stratus, and there was nothing interesting about this. It was cool. It was an average match. This was one of the better matches on the show, I can tell you that much. This was one of the better matches on the show. But yeah, Trish Stratus winning the title makes no sense to me if this was her last match. I don't know what they do with the title afterwards, but yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't necessarily bad. It was just a little bland, on the bland side. Next, we got Randy Orton versus Carlito, and before we get into the match, we had a promo from Randy Orton, and this man was calling Lita a bitch and all type of things. Like, oh my goodness, I don't know where this animosity was coming from, because the commentary is horrible at telling stories. You would think this was on a random episode of Raw. That's how bad this was. That's how trash this damn pay-per-view was.
Know your fucking place, trash.
I'm not really a big fan of Orton's wrestling because I feel like it's kind of too slow for my liking, but he's a great fucking character. And that theme song, boy, that theme song is so pure. It's so golden. I don't know what the hell they put crack in that bitch. Hey, nothing you can say. And man, that RKO at the end of the match, holy shit, that was that was like the best moment of the pay-per-view. That was the savior of the pay-per-view, and actually set me up for what would be a great main event, which was John Cena versus Edge. This was perfect from top to bottom. I know a lot of people call slack on John Cena, say, oh, he's Mr. 5 Moves of Doom, but man, this man, he's tough. He is tough, especially back in the day. His attire has to be top 5. His whole wardrobe, I don't know, just he made jean shorts look cool. They call it jorts, I think. And the Edge was looking tough as usual. He had that blue gear going on. One of my goats of wrestling because he's just so entertaining.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
John Cena was throwing him at fucking ladders. This man was AAing. No, I think it was the FU back then. He was doing the FU to the ladder on top of Edge, pushing him off into tables. Then Lita came in towards the end, pushed John Cena off the table. Listen, that was the point of the match. I was like, what the fuck? How didn't Edge win after this? You already know Super Cena had to come in. He had to ruin the plans. Hit Edge with a crazy FU on the double tables that's next to the ladders, and he won the title. This was a tough match, a really great match. Just happens to be on one of the worst pay-per-views of all time.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And then if we look at Cage Match, actually, we're gonna look at Cage Match. This pay-per-view has a rating of 8.42, which is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. More like 3, more like 2 stars, more like 1. And if you think that this was a great pay-per-view, I want you to go back and tell me, did you enjoy those 3 hours of your life that just got taken away? Did you enjoy that? Because if you did, you must have a torture kink. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know what, guys, I hate saying that shit, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What's the next pay-per-view you would like to see? The last video fucking flopped like crazy. We're back on timing though. We're back on demon time. I don't care if I've hurt any feelings today. You're gonna have to get used to it because that's how we was rolling back then, and that's how we gonna be rolling now from the rest of the year. This is a fucking shitty ass pay-per-view. I wish I could take it back. I'm about to go get something to eat because my ass is hungry. See y'all next one. I'm out of here.